Okay, you guys, welcome. So I decided to just do a video on sealing the deal. So basically what I mean by sealing the deal is these are going to be people that you are already talking to, that are already interested in the products, but especially the opportunity of becoming a team leader with us. So these are people who maybe are on the fence, who just haven't made the leap towards becoming, a part of our team, towards trying the products, So these are some things that are you can think about that will, help people want to join your team, want to try the products under you. Okay, so the very first thing on here, because I think it's one of the most important things, is being confident and excited. I think so many of us are nervous to be that crazy rap girl, that girl that is so annoying, that person who just thinks they can do an MLM business, whatever. And we're worried more about the judgment than about being successful. Every single one of you can be successful if you are confident and you are working towards success and you don't quit. So I don't know, you shouldn't be so worried about being that girl, about what people are going to be thinking, if you should create a new Facebook page so that people won't be so annoyed. Don't do that. Just be you. This business is made and designed to work into your life, not in addition to, and not putting parts of your life aside in order to work this business. So being super confident when you're talking to people, be ready to get them signed up, be excited. When I have somebody excited or wanting to try the wraps, I get really excited, like, oh my gosh, like, you are going to love these. I've wrapped here and here and here. This is the results I got. I loved it. I am so excited for you. Where are you going to wrap? What are you going to do? I am super excited, and they want to try it because they know how excited I am. Would I really be that excited if the product didn't work, if the opportunity didn't work? I don't think so. So I think that's really, really important, as well as being you. Show people a little bit of your personality. I don't know, I'm sometimes a little bit over the top with my excitement. That's part of my personality. That's part of who I am. And I love to work this business into my life and work as who I am. So I like to show that to people. I also, think it's very important to share my story. Whenever someone asks about the products or the business opportunity, I share something that has happened to me. If they're asking about joining my team, I share with them my story. I share with them why I got started, how long it took me to be successful, the things I've learned along the way, the things I didn't expect to learn, the struggles I've had, the reasons why I felt like I wouldn't be very good at this, and the reasons why I was. So I really try to work my personal story, my personal experience with the products and the business opportunity into my conversation, because that helps people connect with me. Okay, the next thing is realizing that validation takes time. Not many people are going to hear about the product or the business opportunity right off the bat and be ready to sign up, be ready to do it. Their validation takes a little bit of time, especially with the business opportunity, I feel like, because it is a leap of faith. It's something that you have to kind of jump into. I don't think any of us were completely confident that we were going to be successful with this when we started. So realize that that's going to be happening with other people. Realize that they are going to be having excuses as to why they don't sign up. I have an entire file in our team page dedicated to the excuses that people give me and my response. These excuses are not they're not annoying to me. I'm not like, oh my gosh, why wouldn't you just sign up? Because I had a million excuses before I started. I didn't have the money. I wasn't going to be a good salesperson. I didn't know anybody. I had all of these things running through my mind as to why I wouldn't be good at this. And unless I had somebody tell me the reasons why those were invalid, I probably wouldn't have joined. I needed to know that I needed somebody to tell me that I was in the right place, that I was on the right team, that they were going to be there for me, that they were going to help me get to my success. They weren't just going to sign me up and then say, okay, well, here you go, figure it out, because I wouldn't have been as confident going in. I wouldn't have signed up in the first place, I'm thinking. So realize that their validation takes time. Figure out all of their concerns and address them, and be patient. Be ready to talk them through those things. I think that's a really big one. All right, the next one that I think is really, really big is follow-up. They say that fortune's in the follow-up, and that is so incredibly true and important. So be following up with people enough that you are the person they're going to go through when they do decide to take the leap. Don't wait too long, because I've had people that I've been talking to about joining my team, and I follow up with them after a while, and they say, oh, I already started. I started on a different person's team. I couldn't remember your website. I couldn't remember your name. I know we had been talking, but, I couldn't remember who you were. So don't wait long enough that they forget you, and also don't badger. So these are some questions that I like to use when I'm following up with people, especially about the business opportunity, but a lot of these can also go towards people signing up with the products as well. I like people to know that I am here to help them and guide them and show them exactly what to do and how to get there, but this is their journey. They're not doing this for me. Nobody would sign up for me. They're doing this for them. So in the questions that I ask, I'm going to ask questions that help them think and help them get over that fence and really get started, but it's all about them. So I like to ask, what would you like to do next? When I have somebody ready to start with the team, but they have excuses, they have something going on, they, whatever. When I say, what would you like to do next? It puts it in their hands that I'm here and ready to help you, but I'm not here to make you do this, So I think that helps people feel a little bit more validated. What else do you need to make your decision? That's a lot of the time when people do have excuses, and maybe they haven't told me their excuses yet. That's a good question to ask them to get them to tell you exactly what's going on. Well, I don't really have the money, so that's not going to work. Well, I'm just a little bit concerned because I've never tried the products. Okay, that's something that we can work with, but that gets that conversation started. I love the question, on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you at with getting started? 1 being, I'm not ready at all. 10 being, I'm ready to get started right now. That's a really good question. I think it takes a little bit of boldness to ask that question. It takes a little bit to ask it, to get ready to ask that. But it's a really good question to get people thinking. A lot of the time I have people answer with 6, 7, something like that. And then I will say something like, okay, so what can I do to help you get to a 10? And that also helps with, getting those excuses out in the open so that I can help validate them and help them feel like this is something they want to do. Another one I love is, where do you see yourself in the company? This one's a really good one because it helps them think, what do I think that I'm capable of? Am I more interested in trying the products? Am I more interested in, making some extra money? Am I interested in making a little bit of extra money or going all the way with this company? And that just kind of gets them thinking, what do you want to do? Because I'm here to help you get there. What kind of things would you like to do with this company? And then my very, very, very favorite question to ask is, are you ready to get started? I feel like a lot of us are so scared to ask that question because we're not maybe ready to help them get signed up. We're feeling like, oh, it can't be time yet. They gotta have something going on. So when I ask that question, I will just, maybe they have an excuse. I validate that excuse and I say, okay, are you ready to get started? And, I have people that say no, but I have a lot of people who say, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Let's do this. And, so I think if you're not asking that question, you may be missing out on people who are ready, but just waiting for you to ask. Another really important thing to remember is asking yes or no questions. Ask things that are going to be really simple for them to answer. I'm interested in the business opportunity. Could you tell me a little bit more about it? Yeah, sure. Are you willing to meet up for lunch tomorrow? Are you willing to meet up with me, if they're local? Can I give you a call on Friday when when you have an opening? That's something that they can, they're not committing to making sure that it happens, but they're not committing to getting started, but they're committing to getting more information. And I think that's really important to people. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. The one thing about following up is I know a lot of people are worried about badgering people, about saying, are you ready to sign up? Are you ready to sign up? Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? And that's something I don't want you to feel, and I don't think people should feel that way either. We are following up with them. We are simply making ourselves known. We're saying, I'm here, I'm ready to help you, I'm super excited about this, I want you to get started, I'm ready to help you, but I'm not forcing you, I'm not begging you, I'm not making you feel like you have to do this, because nobody wants to sign up if they feel forced, and they feel like it must not be a great opportunity, it must not be great products if the distributors are trying to force me to do it. So I think that's really important. And saying, can I call you Friday to see where you're at? I'm like losing my voice. Can I call you Friday and just see how you're feeling? See if you're ready to do this, if you have any other questions or concerns. I would love to call you. Meet up with people whenever possible, or else call them. When I signed up, I was way more comfortable talking online, and that's the case with some people, but I think a lot of people work better in person, and they feel like they can understand things better and ask the questions that they need to ask when they're sitting right in front of you. When you meet up for coffee, when you meet up for lunch, when you go to their house and just show them what you've been doing, or else calling them and just explaining over the phone. Sometimes I feel like people get so much more of a connection with you when you're right in front of them, or when they hear your voice, than just through social media. And one other thing to remember when you're doing that too is I have some people that would rather chat through Facebook. So I will say something like, hey, so there's actually a way through Facebook Messenger that I can send you a voice clip. Don't feel obligated to send one back, but I like to do that. And that's when I talk to people and I say, I will get on there and be recording my voice and say, hey, so my name is Jess. This is something that I'm really excited about. I would really love to have you on the team. Let me explain a little bit about what we do. And that's something that gives them that voice connection to me, makes them feel like I am a real person. I'm really here to help them. They can hear the excitement in my voice, and I think that's really important as well. So those are the 3 top options. Meet up, if you can, call them, and then use that voice messenger. If you are feeling like, all of this is great, that's great when I get there, but I just don't have those leads, I just don't have enough people to talk to make this happen, then you are not talking to enough people. Make sure that you're doing your posts. Make sure you're doing your parties, your blitzing, your messaging, your, all of those things to get those leads. If you're not feeling like you have enough leads, you're not talking to enough people. This is a numbers game. We need to get those people ready and asking questions. When you get that follow-up list, then use this. But make sure that you are getting those leads. I know there are some people who, when they hear about something like this, they're ready to dive in. They're ready to do it. They're ready to go. They make maybe spur of the moment decisions and just do it. That was not the case for me, and I feel like that's not the case for a lot of people. I needed some sort of feeling, some sort of validation, some sort of sign to know that this is something that I was supposed to be doing. So I think being that sign for people is incredibly important as well. When they've been maybe thinking in the back of their mind that maybe I'd like to try AirWorks, and then they come across a post with a similar situation that they were in as your beginning story, and you have a success story, or you are working on your success story, you are going for a $500 bonus, you are ready to do this, then they're going to say, okay, like, this is the person I'm going to message. I'm ready to go. Be that sign for people. Maybe you're walking up and blitzing somebody. Maybe you're the one at the party. Maybe you're the one at the event. Maybe you are willing to talk to them in person when somebody else wasn't. Maybe you're the most excited AirWorks person that they've ever seen. Be that sign for somebody. Be that sign for them. I don't know how many distributors I've had that have come to me and said, hey, so I just saw your post. In fact, this morning this happened. I just saw your post. This is a position that I was in, that I'm in now, and I am just inspired by your success, and I would really like to get started. I haven't been talking to this person for very long, but the fact that they saw that post, they related to that post, it became their sign, and they were able to get started. And then the very last thing that I talk about all the time is realizing that this is not about you. Obviously, we are working towards our own success and our own goals, but we are in this business because we are helping other people. We are helping people feel that confidence by trying our products. We are helping people get that extra money and get, where they want to be by offering this opportunity and our help. It becomes so much more about the other people than it becomes about you. If you're working this business just for yourself, you probably won't get very far. And I feel like, as soon as you become a team leader, it becomes about your team. And as soon as it becomes, you're working really hard to get customers and distributors signed up, you need to be, what's the word? I don't know. But you just need to be focused on them. When they're telling you their health goals are to lose 20 pounds, think about it. What products are really going to be best for them? Are you offering them something that you want to sell, or are you offering them something that they need? That would be really great for them. And then with the opportunity, let them know that you are going to be there. Let them know that you're here to help them. You're inspired by helping other people get where you are. And if you're not feeling like this right now, help people feel like you feel like that. Fake it until you make it. Because I promise, as soon as you get to this point, there's no going back. This business and helping people is so contagious. So letting people know that you are here to help them. And you're not just saying, I need to sign 3 people, so hurry up and sign so I can do well. Nobody's going to sign with you. But if you sit and say, I have 3 open positions on my team right now, I want to help 3 people make a $500 bonus, then they're going to feel that support instantly, and they're going to feel that you care and want them to do well, because you do. Okay, you guys, it's a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, but I feel like this is going to be really helpful, I hope, to help you seal the deal with those people that you've been talking to, that you have on your follow-up list, that you're so close. these are the things that are going to help push them over the edge and really help them get started. So thank you for watching and listening, and please let me know if you have any questions. Write it in the comments below this. All right, guys, see you later.